What's going on, you guys? If you're new to my channel, my name is Brittany Fontes. If you've been here, thank you so much for already being here and continuing this journey with me. As if you're new to this channel, what I do, I assist people into awakening to their power to find the infinite love within themselves. Now, today I want to share with you is something that's quite beautiful that most of us forget, and that is our inner child. Now, what I mean by majority of us forget about our inner child is that as we grow older into adults, we start to perceive life so serious-minded. We start to see life as, it's so serious because of bills piling up and because of things you have to take care of, because everything is such in a rush, that you start to forget to understand, to enjoy your experience of living, to the point that now we think we need to eat to live rather than living to eat. What I mean by that is that we don't enjoy things as a sense of just living in the present moment. We just think we have to do it to survive. And that's just survival mode. That's just animal instincts. There's nothing wrong with it. But it really makes us forget the true meaning of what existing and living is all about. And that's where the inner child comes in. See, as children, and even when you look at children now, they're so excited, they're so glorious about life. They see the imagination. They use their imagination to see the extraordinary things in life. We have the tendency to forget that as we grow older. We forget that little inner child within us. And when we forget that little inner child, pretty much a piece of us dies out. And it dies out in a way that, you guys ever heard that saying that a man who works so much and thinks only paying bills, eating and existing and then dying, and then most of them die at the age of 25 and don't get buried until 75? You guys ever heard that saying? Well, that's really what that's all about. Majority of us let that inner child go. We forget to enjoy the little things in life. We forget what excitement feels like. We forget what laughter feels like. You know how crazy it is that a lot of people still to this day don't laugh? It's pretty like, I don't want to judge it. You know what? It's not even judging. I'm going to say it the way it is. It's pretty damn ironic and ridiculous that most people just don't laugh. Most people just enjoy the little things. Most people don't know how to stop being so serious. And I'm 24. I started to realize this like a few months ago. That's why I started to really enjoy life. I really started to enjoy the little things. As enjoying my protein shake, being excited to write, being excited to draw, being excited to do things that light up my soul. And that inner child is the only thing that's going to keep you learning how to love life in a state of imagination, in a state of a dream sense. Because reality is just a dream, but our dreams can become a reality. And like Albert Einstein says, the most powerful thing in life is not money, it's the imagination, because it creates the profound existence of everything that is now. Like, if you look at everything that's ever been created in this world, it's through imagination. Even when you look at someone who's so joyful when there's so much wrong going on in the world, it may seem like it. How can they be so joyful? It's because they know that inner child is still within and they seek for it. Because that little inner child, that's that love. That's that light. That's that beacon of hope within you that's still trying to, that's still, I'm here. Let me bring the best out of you. Let me make you excited about what is coming and what is here already. Even about what has already passed. And here's another thing I want to get into about the inner child. When we have a tendency to forget and not nurture that inner child will go into a tendency of darkness. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but this is just real shit. Real shit that's beyond what we perceive with our two eyes. This is some real deep shit. But when we neglect that inner child, we go into the sense of darkness to the point that inner child becomes a different entity, and that entity forms its own enemy, and that enemy is your ego, which goes against you. And when you neglect your inner child, you're neglecting a part of you, and you're not accepting it wholly. That's why a majority of us don't feel fulfilled, and that's why we're trying so hard to fill voids with multiple different things, as in food, as gluttony, for instance. I'm not even trying to get into the whatever they call that. This is not biblical. This is just seriousness. This is just, getting in tune with your spirituality. We try to fill that void with shopping, with sex, with drinking, with alcohol, with tobacco, with all these multiple things. I'm not saying all those things are wrong to do, but what I am saying, using those substances to try to avoid a piece of you is the reason why we feel disconnected and don't have fulfillment in our lives, because we do not have that spiritual fulfillment, which is the inner child, still trying to light up that little flame within that still does not want to give out. And if you neglect it, like I just said, it goes against you. And why would you want to go against yourself when we all got love around us? Even the universe giving us love. But we forget that we are loved because we forget to love ourselves wholly and gracefully and just with pure happiness. We just forget that. And that's kind of sickening, because how would you want to live the only life you're given? Why would you only want to live it in misery and seriousness when you can live with joy and enthusiasm about it? So whatever do, that's what my last video I talked about. Do a lot of shadow work. Do a lot of shadow work. When you come to face those things within you, all those fears, when you stay away from all those different substances that you try to use to fill your void, when you do the shadow work, you will heal a lot of your inner child. You will heal the little inner child. You will heal her or him. Like, I remember one of my experiences that I went to a Reiki master. He did Reiki on me. And then I talked about, my past. I've been sexually abused. I've been physically, emotionally, mentally abused. And I told him that. And he's like, well, Britt, let's do some shadow work right now. And he made me go within, find that little inner child, and hold her. And to remind her that it wasn't her fault. To remind her that she's still worthy of love. To remind her that this is not me. My problems aren't me. They were just situations. And it doesn't mean it has to be a part of me. It doesn't mean it has to break me. It doesn't mean that I have to neglect that part of me. It was a part of me. It's a part of who I am, and it's made me who I am today, which I'm so proud to be. So I had to go through that work. And yeah, I cried and I felt torn because I had to relive that multiple different experiences I didn't want to relive. But the reliving those made me realize how much of an enemy I was to myself if I didn't go through that process. But it made me realize how much I want to be here for myself. And ever since then, I've been doing shadow work consistently to heal these wounds, so I could realize that I am whole and complete. And when I do that, my inner child literally is like my instinct. Literally, it's just like, I'm so excited and joyful and optimistic about so many different things. Even like, this is the reason why I'm doing these videos again. This is the reason why I'm writing every day. It's the reason why I'm playing sports every day, because I'm finding what lights me up. It's because I chose to be there with the inner child within me and be with one at myself instead of neglecting a part of me. When you can have compassion for yourself in that manner, you're going to do a huge service for your happiness, for your fulfillment. And then you'll be able to discipline yourself in this life that you want to create. And that's all that we want. We want fulfillment. We want joy. We want completion and wholeness. We can only do that by having that magical sense within us. That's our inner child that brings the magic in life. What I mean by magic, not only believing in the universe and believing in God, but bringing like so much joy to little things that really make this present moment, that really make this moment who you are, because this is all we have. So you want to nurture your inner child, and you want to be there for him or her. because they deserve it. And when you do, you'll be whole with yourself. You wouldn't have to run off to anything or run away from yourself and who you truly are. And you want your soul to be lit up. You want to be feel vibrant and have so many vigilant. You want to have so much energy. You want to have vitality. You want that. Nurture what's in here. Like I said in my last video yesterday, I don't care how much you take care of yourself on the outside. It's all about how you take care of yourself on the inside. When you can take care of your inner child, you will start to see magic everywhere. The same way kids are so thrilled by little things, you will feel like that, and you'll come alive again. And I know that's what you want. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also share this video if you think it's beneficial. I meant subscribe to my channel as well, and also add me on Instagram, because I'm always wanting to uplift and awaken those to their true power. And until then, you guys, I'll see you on the next one. Stay blissful, stay authentic. Namaste.